What's up, guys? Good morning. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So first of all, this is a challenge video and you must share it. And I know it's kind of whack because it's my cell phone and it is turned this way and I usually don't turn it that way, so you're probably going to have some black voids on either side. So first of all, if you're new here, please check out our Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. Also on the internet, OneBigImpact.com, and I apologize, of course my phone is going to zoom in and out, but I really wanted to get this covered. And this topic today is actually, do I really need to count calories to lose weight, or do I really need to count calories to be able to reach my fitness goals? The answer, unfortunately, is yes, but not all the time, and probably not exactly how you're thinking. So many people are going to have the common misconception of, oh my gosh, I gotta look at every single label all the freaking time, blah, 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 blah. So for me, I specifically stay within a range because my body is extremely dependent and responds very either poorly or very well to either a calorie surplus or a calorie deficit. So if I'm looking for weight loss, I need to be really specific and make sure I'm in that calorie range, and obviously macros and stuff like that. But most importantly is going to be calories. Calories are king. And if you're trying to reach a goal, and to be honest, you might have a BMR of like 1800, but you might not start losing weight till you're at like 15 or 14 or 13. You might have a completely screwed up system. So please keep that in mind. That being said, I always call myself a basic B when it comes to food, because generally speaking, I pick a meal plan and then I follow it for an extended period of time. Sometimes it's up to 2 to 3 months, just because I'm always moving, I'm always shaking, I'm always doing all kinds of things, and I don't want the hassle of having to readjust my food, my meal plan. I followed my last meal plan for about a month, and then I switched, and I'll follow this one for another good month. I hammer out the details. I make sure what I'm eating for that month is going to be good foods, like, for instance, Jack Daniel's sauce, all kinds of things. I picked up some PB Fit. I tore off the label, kind of. But that's what this video is about. This video is about, just because you are saying, like, so for instance, if you're one of my clients and I give you a meal plan and it says peanut butter, it's really specific that you go in there and say, okay, how many calories are in this peanut butter that I'm actually supposed to be consuming? Because PB Fit is wildly different than Jiffy. So for instance, PB Fit per 2 tablespoons is going to be 50 calories. Regular peanut butter, which probably tastes better, but PB Fit's great too. It's a great alternative, lower calorie version of peanut butter. But the predecessor, which is Jiffy or something like that, or Skippy, is going to be like 190 or 200 or 180 calories per 2 tablespoons. Now, you can't tell me that's not a massive difference. So you're going to have to figure out, hey, what are the calories that I'm actually supposed to be eating for this peanut butter? Or what are the calories that I'm supposed to be eating for this light mayo versus regular mayo? Or this Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce versus like sugar-free? Or this Vlasic versus another relish or something like that. And you're probably thinking, well, it's the same, Jonathan. It's not. And the only thing I would ever count on being close to the same would be like fruits, vegetables, and things like that. Those are the only things I would probably count on being able to Google on a regular basis. First of all, you're not going to be able to find the nutrition facts label on a banana because this just doesn't work like that. So, but the size matters of the banana. No pun intended. Whoa, that was kind of awkward. But no, seriously, the size of the banana could be a small one. It could be a Roma tomato versus a regular tomato. It could be a sweet potato versus a regular potato. The quantity matters, so you always have to make sure. But here's the biggest tip that I can give you that helps me. Now, every once in a while, you have to think of yourself like a company. You want to be thinking, hey, I am trying to get the best benefits out of this company that I possibly can. So what do companies do periodically, maybe once a year, once every couple years, so they can find out what they have for loss, what they have for gain, what they got stolen, what they lost, what they broke, what they did this? Inventory. So if you're not taking a regular inventory on your body and what you're consuming, how do you really know that you're obtaining what you're supposed to be obtaining? Or that you're not obtaining what you're supposed to be obtaining and why you're not obtaining? Because if you don't do inventory, you don't know, hey, my calories are fine, maybe my body's off. Or my calories are fine, maybe my exercise needs to increase. Or my calories are fine, or my calories are whack. My calories are completely whack, so there's no possible way I'm going to do that. Without actually getting down to the nitty and gritty and finding out what is what, you have really no way of doing it. So here's a quick way of figuring it out and doing an inventory on a regular basis. Now, on a regular basis, only if you're switching your meal plan. This is why I don't switch my meal plan very often. Because if I want to audit or inventory myself or inventory my calories or the stuff I'm consuming on a regular basis, if I'm changing that once a week, it can get hectic. Now, obviously, you could do the same type of foods, but switch them. So you could have this in your meal plan, you could have this in your meal plan, you could have this in your meal plan, but they could also be used in a different way or with a different meal, so you could always switch them up that way. So don't think, oh, I have to follow the same meal plan forever, because you don't, and not everybody likes that. I am different, okay? I'm not a picky eater, I just eat. I like to eat, that's okay. So what I do is get a little coffee can, you can get a Tupperware, you can get a little recipe box, you can be the cool little dude. That's me. Somebody sent me that. I am literally coolest. Too cool for this. I think it was Tina Billman. So what I do is I cut off all my labels. Okay? I cut off all my labels from anything. Everything. Not all of them come off. Perfect. So I'll show you one that really sucked today, actually. Because when I have free time, which you always do, you always have free time to go do a little quick audit. During the day when you're chilling at your desk, supposed to be working, and you're clearly on Facebook fucking around, because that's what you do. This one came off pretty crappy. But believe it or not, actually, if you can see it, believe it or not, I don't know. I have the nutrition facts, enough just to read the calories, the serving size, and the carbohydrates. And that's really all I'm worried about on what I'm doing right now, because I'm not shooting for this specifically for my protein content or anything like that. This one came off pretty good. That's going to be the relish. This one came off. That was my oatmeal and the PB Fit. These all came off really good. And grab a pair of scissors. Even the meat one. Meat is huge, because meat is going to be one of your most calorie dense items throughout the day. And people will say all the time, oh, it's fine, I got hamburger meat. Hamburger meat is not created equal. And that is, I cannot stress that enough. Like, regular hamburger meat versus lean hamburger meat is a huge calorie difference. And if you're doing like turkey or anything like that versus a different one, trust me, it's worth figuring out. Make sure you're consistent. If you buy lean this week, 97, 93, and 7, make sure you buy lean next week. Because if you don't, you're like, why did my results stall? They stalled because you're eating twice the amount of calories in your protein 3 times a day. You're literally probably over by 1,000 calories without even knowing it. I'm doing everything right. I'm doing everything right. This is the hidden problem that probably makes you not be doing it right. So just cut these out. And this is something that a lot of bodybuilders do, believe it or not. And I'm just cutting these down to make it as small as possible. You can put them in a little sandwich bag as soon as you finish. But get these down, get these understood, and you'll recognize the labels. Sometimes, if you don't know what it is, just keep the whole thing so you can remember what it is. But for the most part, just make it clean, nice, take it all apart. Cheese is a big one. Your healthy fats are going to be huge, because healthy fats, although this one is extremely low. This is the low skim. This is the low moisture mozzarella cheese, which is by far one of the lowest cheeses that I find as far as just regular cheese is concerned. And it's going to be 80 calories per 1 ounce. But some of the other ones are as high as like 150, 180 per ounce. So if you don't have this and you're assuming you just grab cheese and you're hoping for the best, then you should probably be doing this, okay? I'm going to trim this one down a little bit. The tuna comes out pretty bad. You can actually get the one off the... Oh, maybe I can get that one off. There, that makes more sense. I didn't even think about that. I took the one off the package like a ding dong. But let's get this one off of here, and we'll take that off, and we'll just do an audit. You know, sometime today when I get a little free time, I'll add up some calories and just make sure I'm in my range. And to be completely honest, I need to do this, and I've needed to do it for a while, and that's why I'm making the video, because honestly, I have not broken through my little barrier. I'm at like 232, and I think the lowest I got down the other day was like 231, and I really should be pushing through that barrier and hit my 229 by Sunday. That's what I'm hoping. So, crossing my fingers. So, I hope that helps you. Do an audit. The only thing that you should not be worrying about, nutrition facts that you can Google, is like fruits, vegetables, and things like that. Your meats, your protein, your anything that comes in a package. And people will say all the time, when I started this journey, everything was whole foods. Everything is still whole foods. The only things that I don't have that are whole foods, like a can of tuna is a freaking whole food. Shut your mouth. Okay? Peanut butter is a whole food. Shut your mouth. This is pickles. It's a whole food. Yes, it comes in a package because I don't want to make my own pickles. I don't even know how, okay? This is mayonnaise. It's a dressing. Dressing. You don't see the majority of my foods here. I eat 4 cups of spinach with my dinner. 4 cups of cooked spinach. That's whole foods. So stop, okay? It would be like 100 freaking pounds of fresh spinach to make 1 can. You've seen the difference, right? You guys, I hope this video helps you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Please put in the description below when you plan on doing this, creating your own little inventory / audit, because you are, or maybe not, receiving the results that you're hoping for. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Have a beautiful day, guys. Remember to spread love, not hate, and drink your damn water. Peace.